guys, Dion here, and welcome back to my channel. So we are back with just a quick speed build. Um, so basically, I don't really know what I'm gonna be calling this house at the moment. What I was trying to go for was kind of, I want to say, like a cottagey feel. It isn't exactly what I imagined it was gonna look like. I guess like from what I was thinking of when I first started off, but I do like the outcome. I was building this, and even though it's a really small house, I did build this in a couple of different times, or I guess throughout a couple different days, just because I have been working. And but yeah, so I mean, I haven't got as much house builds or videos recorded as I would like, just because I have been busy with work. And speaking of which, if you guys had watched my video of, I think it was called um, like some cast and then a little charity talk or something like that. But basically, I was talking about how once a one time or yeah, like sorry, once a year, we raise money for Big Happy Day for the RMCH house, so it's the Ronald McDonald Charity House. And yeah, like I said in that video, I'm just gonna quickly do a little spiel. Every McDonald's in Canada raises money towards it, and I just want to, if you guys got out to any of your local McDonald's anywhere where you live and you're able to help out towards it, I just want to say thank you. And yeah, I'm just, I'm pretty happy about the way it turned out. Our day was great. We actually had the, I want to say the number one funds in Canada. We were able to raise, or not sorry, Canada, in BC, we were able to raise over $17,000 just in my one store alone. So it is pretty amazing. Um, and I want to say number one because one other store on an island by us, they raised $79,000, but from what I was kind of told is they did like a, not like a fundraiser towards McHappy Day per se, but they had done a fundraiser and then they just kind of applied that funds towards McHappy Day, so they didn't necessarily raise it all on that one day. So that's why I'm saying technicality, we kind of raised the most amount in BC, which is awesome. So, I mean, just thank you to everyone who got out to your local McDonald's and was able to support this cause, because it is such an awesome cause. And yeah, anyways, just, back to this actual house. So, yeah, so what I was kind of going for was kind of a cottagey feel. I did want to do a basement, though, just because I haven't really put in a basement, I think, in really any of my builds that I've uploaded so far. And if I did, it wasn't like the biggest of basements. Like, I did have that one basement in, I think I just called it the family home. It was like, it was, yeah, it had a basement, but you could like see down into it from the like walkway to the house. So I mean, that was technically a basement, but it didn't feel like a basement. But like an actual, like, truly small little basement. So that's what this house is. And for like what the, I guess, the basement to the main floor to the outside looks, me personally, I want to say that the style isn't congruent throughout the entire house. There is difference in looks, but I don't know, I just kind of wanted something that was a little bit mismatchy. I didn't want it to be kind of like one style or one look or one color or one like straight idea throughout the place. Kind of towards the end of the house, which doesn't really make sense, but kind of towards the end of the house, I was kind of thinking, not thinking, but kind of making it feel almost like a fixer upper in a sense, just with like how the backyard actually ends up turning. And it wasn't even like how it ended up turning, but just like kind of the direction I started going with when I started actually making the backyard itself. So it is a completely different style of landscaping or gardening or anything that I have done in the past, so it is a little bit different. And then I just kind of wanted to test out this dresser idea, seeing if I can stack them and be able to have the Sims use it, but couldn't really work, so we just the two dressers side by side, elongating it using that whole space. I mean, I could have kind of put like a easel or like piano, guitar, or something like that down in the basement, but yeah, I didn't really decide to do that. I don't really know why I stopped there for a second. Oh, excuse me, guys. And then yeah, also I know I had said just earlier that I didn't really get that many videos out just because I have been busy at work. But then also I didn't really want to release any videos because my voice is pretty messed up a little bit because I was sick there for over a week. So I didn't really do much recording. Basically, I just laid in. If I wasn't at work, I just laid in bed. So I really didn't want to get better before I start recording because I think there's like 2 videos out that I recorded where my voice is pretty messed up sounding. I don't know, to me. But yeah, like I said, I didn't want to release anything with that voice because, I mean, it almost sounded like I was to the point of crying, but I really wasn't. My voice is just really, really messed up. And then we do get in a full bathroom on the top floor. Even though there was just one bedroom in this house, I figured, you know what, if you have guests over, they can stay there. Sometimes, you get people sleeping on the couch, so, they can always use that shower. And of course, if you're ever extending the house, bathrooms are usually the most expensive thing that you can do, the bathroom and like the kitchen. So I figured, you know what, let's just put in the bathroom, save some funds down the road. And the kitchen was actually, I don't know, I actually really liked it. It was super basic, but I really liked the end results. And we actually do change this wallpaper just because it was just a little bit too blue for me. So we do keep blue theme in it, but we just changed the look of it. And yeah, I mean, since this house is really small and there's limited space, especially for dining, living, and kitchen, we do put in just the islands, just to fit in some more seats. So we get the islands, and we still get a table with 3 seats instead of 4. Just, kind of maximize the living room space. And then also living room with, I think it was a love seat and 2 chairs, I want to say. Sorry, I'm trying so not to yawn, but a little bit tired from work today. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, just kind of going through. Couldn't really pick out what I wanted to do. I kept kind of going back to just like the plain painted walls, and I didn't really want anything brown just because I felt like it was just a little bit. It wasn't going for what I wanted. So we do end up using the wallpaper with the stripes and wow, and the paneling at the bottom, if I can think of what it's called. And I couldn't decide between red or blue, but I figured, you know what, we already have blue on the wall. I was already liking it the way that it was. And yeah, so, just kind of figuring out that, and then just the table did not match the house whatsoever, so we just got rid of it, and we're using this, I think we use this table. Did we keep it? Yeah, I do think, yeah, we keep this table. And I did try and fit in a full-on couch in this house, but it was just way too big. So we throw in this love seat, keeping the color just because, I don't know, I just kind of liked the color of this, to be honest. It was a little bit, it wasn't anything like too, like, I don't want, like, it didn't pop too much, but it still mellowed in, keeping kind of that, the white of the, well, I guess like the purpley white, I don't know, it kind of looks purple to me, but keeping that the main focus. I'm so sorry, I'm trying so hard not to yawn right now. And then we just kind of needed a little extra space for entertaining, so we do put in just a little insert into our, we just bump the wall up just a little bit so we can get a TV area in, and we actually do put in some cabinetry just to kind of give the idea that there is more storage in this house than there actually is, and we throw in a popcorn machine because what is movie night without popcorn, so I figured we can get that. And then, yeah, just kind of framing it in using the pillars, and we do get the upper cabinets kind of just to keep it all completely framed in together, which, I thought was the best. for this room. And I know this house isn't like a modern type kind of feel, so I'm not really sure why I use those lights in the kitchen, but yeah, I don't know, I just kind of did. And you aren't gonna see me put a computer, a bin, or a fire alarm in this house because I did forget, but I do. Once again, so sorry. I do get it in off camera, so it is there in screenshots, I believe. Yeah, I do get them in before screenshots, and yeah, so it is 100%, I guess you could say, functional to this house. Yeah, and then we're just out into the garden area. What was really, I was having the strangest time with the fencing. I actually had to exit out of my game because every time I would put a try and put a gate there, whether it fit or not, the actual like fencing pieces would disappear and just like the poles was left over, which I thought was really weird. Like I've never had that issue before, so I did just kind of cut to the part where it actually started to work again because I don't know, but it just was being kind of a pain in the butt. And of course, adding in some landscaping because what are my girls without them? But yeah, I mean, super simple, nothing too crazy. The front yard is not completely landscaped, but we do get plants on all sides of the house to make it look fairly lovely and lived in and inviting. And then the backyard is kind of where I got the idea for the rest of the house. Not really technically the rest of the house, because I did the house first, and then like I did the very back, the backyard last in landscaping wise. But for some really strange reason, I decided to go with like a really overgrown and run down backyard, which I'm not really sure why, but for some reason I like it with this house because the way I see it is that this house was basically renovated, but then they decided to like stop at the backyard because I guess they didn't, or whoever lives in this house didn't get that many visitors. So having the backyard up and running, like the pool clean and the hot tub clean, wasn't like the biggest deal for them. So they just kind of left it as it was when they bought it, and then they would renovate it when they had money. But that doesn't technically make sense because if you were to delete like all the dead looking plants and like the overgrown grasses, then technically you would have more money. But we're just gonna say that, well, I'm gonna say that they cannot like get the backyard done until they have X so amount of funds. Just gonna feel like they actually have to pay someone to do the work, or they actually have to pay to get the work done. And then just quickly, if you guys hear a cat meowing its head off in the background, it's just my cat. He's trying to break into my room right now, so pay no attention to him. But yeah, we're just gonna jump into screenshots. So just the front of the house, and if you notice a little bit, I did change the actual building part just a tidge. Pool area, and we are into the kitchen and office space. I just realized I did not put a bookshelf in, so I have not uploaded this video or this house yet, so I can put a bookshelf in, or I might just upload it and you guys can put it in yourself. Who knows? But anyways, guys, don't forget to check out my other speed builds. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, guys, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll speak to you all soon.